Hi guys, it's Darcy. Today I'm going to be doing the Netflix book tag. In this tag, basically what you do is you take the different categories of Netflix and you put questions to them and then you answer those questions with books. So let's just get started. Question 1 is recently watched. What's the last book you read? The last book I read was The Hidden Oracle by Rick Riordan. I read this book about 2 days ago and I really loved it. I think I'm going to have a book talk up for this book very soon though, so I don't want to talk about it too much in this video. Just know that I loved it and it was really good. Question 2 is top picks. Name a book that you've been recommended a bunch based off of other books you've read. For me, that's definitely The City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I have recommended these books so much. The whole Mortal Instruments series is super rave about on BookTube, but also just in real life. I have a bunch of friends that have read these books and loved them, so I should get to it soon. I've heard so much and I've had this book just laying around for a long time, so I should definitely get to it. Question 3 is recently added. What's the last book you bought? The last book I bought was All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. I bought this book when I was on vacation with my family. We went into a cute little bookstore and I felt the need to support them and to buy a book, so I got this one. I've heard really good things about it, though I don't really know what it's about. I just kind of know that it's set in World War II. And it's supposed to be good. That's about all I know. Question number 4 is popular on Netflix. Name a popular book that you have read and one that you haven't read. The popular book that I have read is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I read this book last fall and I loved it. The duology was really great and I actually kind of want to reread it already, so that's ridiculous, but yeah, it was great. And the book that I haven't read is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I'm actually currently reading A Court of Thorns and Roses, which I'm really loving, so I'm really excited to get to this book because I think I like Sarah J. Maas's writing style, so it should be good. Question 5 is comedies. Name a funny book. For this, I definitely had to go with Trials of Apollo, The Hidden Oracle by Rick Riordan. This book was hilarious, and not even in the normal Rick Riordan way, which his books are always funny, but Apollo himself was so different from the other characters and so funny. His whole condescending, egotistical way about him is great and so funny. Question 6 is dramas. Name a dramatic character. Again, I had to go with Apollo. He's so dramatic, but in the good way, not like an angsty, annoying way that you just get annoyed with and don't like, but rather it's totally just an integral part of his character that makes him so funny, but also really leads to his character development later on through the book. But yeah, he was a great character to read about and a very dramatic one. Question 7 is animation. Name a character with a cartoon on the cover. This was hard to find. I don't have very many books that have cartoons on the cover, but I decided to go with Harry Potter und der Steindeweisen. Yes, this is a German copy of Harry Potter. I'm actually trying to read it right now with my mom. We're kind of doing a group buddy read sort of system because she reads German and I'm trying to learn German. So I thought it would be fun to try and tackle these books, or at least the first one, and see what I can get from reading one of my favorite series in a different language. Question 8 is watch again. Name a book or series that you want to reread. Personally, I've been doing a whole bunch of rereading recently. I reread the Harry Potter series and I reread the Percy Jackson series in December, I think. So rereading has definitely been on my mind. And the next book I really want to pick up is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. I first read this book right before I started high school. I had to read it for a class I was going into, and can I just say that I loved this book so much. I remember closing the book, I finished it, I turned the last page, and I bawled my eyes out. I literally sat there crying. This book hit me so hard. I've never been so impacted by a story before, to the point that I was just sobbing. And I'm really interested to see how I'll react when I reread it, if I'm gonna have the same reaction or if I'm gonna be different now that it's about 5 years later. I'm just excited to reread this book. Question 9 is documentaries. Name a nonfiction book that you would recommend to everyone. I was having a lot of trouble with this question in general because I don't read a whole bunch of nonfiction, but I did finally find a book that I think is worthwhile, and that is The Hiding Place by Corrie ten Boom. I read this book about 5 or 6 years ago and I don't remember a whole bunch about it aside from the fact that I cried. I remember crying. From what I know, it's basically about women who are helping hide Jews from the Nazis, and they get found and they're taken away, and it's a really impactful story. It's a true story and it really hit me hard. Question 10 is action and adventure. Name an action-packed book. For this, I definitely had to go with Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jake Kristoff. This book is action-packed. If you guys have read it, then you know what I mean. It's told in such an interesting format and like a kind of media entry sort of way, and it's so full of action. I was so deeply involved in this book. I think I read it in like a day. It was so, so good. And question 11 is new releases. Name a book that's new that you haven't yet read. And for me, this is definitely A Conjuring of Light by B.E. Schwab. I mentioned this in my last video. I need to get to this book. I need to read it. It's the last book in the Darker Shades of Magic series. That series is so great. I'm sure this book is going to be great, and I'm very excited to pick it up. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon with another video. Bye!